Hi there, this is Gavin from Nexus of Thought. I'm very often asked, particularly by students, whether I believe in God or not. And of course, that is the one of the primal questions that one can answer, because it cuts down to the essence of who you are. If you believe in God or you're an atheist, it will definitely impact your worldview. Now, what I believe in, and I try not to paint myself into a corner, is I believe that there is a transcendent essence that is greater than the matter-energy universe and therefore can extend beyond the matter-energy universe. I call this Ein Sof, which is not a name that I came up with. It actually comes from the Kabbalah, which is a Jewish book on mysticism. And Ein Sof means without an end. For me, that really defines, even though it shouldn't really define, it defines the closest approximation I can think to God. And it's kind of paradoxical because I cannot truly define God, but I know that something is there. So without an end means that it's something that is so great, that is so powerful, that you cannot actually encapsulate it and put it in words. And this is what Ein Sof is. So with that in mind, I don't try and make statements as to what Ein Sof or God wants or perceives the world, because I don't know and I don't believe I am in that position to make those claims. Now, some would say I'm working with a minimalist God, and some would even argue that perhaps I'm a deist, a French deist, where I believe God doesn't interact at all with the universe, which God created. I'm not making either of those statements. I have no idea how God interacts with the universe. I do believe that if Ein Sof transcends all that there is and is greater than all that there is, then that Ein Sof can interact with the universe without us noticing that. In other words, it can interact in such a subtle way that we will not perceive it, but yet it is actually interacting. And so this allows me, in a way, to see God as being active in the universe, but not impinging on the laws of science, which I actually think the laws of science do come from God. But I cannot say for certainty on all of these. So I have a certain agnostic opinion. I can't say for certainty, but I do believe that there is an entity that transcends all of this. It can interact with all that there is, that this interaction is very, very subtle, that we cannot truly detect this interaction. That's why I believe claims such as intelligent design are lacking. And I cannot say anything 100% for sure, because Ein Sof is too great for me to be able to define it and box it into something. And so this is the position that I have. Now, does this make Ein Sof very distant from me? Does it make it something that I cannot relate to? The answer to that is no. Because I can sense that there is something out there, and I choose to define it as Ein Sof, or at least call it Ein Sof, not define it, is because I choose to call it Ein Sof, I can relate to it. I can even pray to it. I can even ask it questions and create a dialogue with it, which sounds as though I'm talking to myself, and perhaps it is, but for me it's quite real, because I can sense that it is there, but I can't make truly definitive statements as to what it actually is. And that's the best I can do. So for me, the God, what I believe in, is a God that I cannot define, but I sense that it is there, and I believe it transcends all that there is. Hopefully I'll learn a bit more, but I am skeptical that that will be the case. And to be honest, I'm quite happy with living with the doubt that I have right now. So hope this helps others. I'd be curious to know if other people have a similar version of what God is. Mine is close to, I guess, a deist position, not the hardcore French deist position, but more a leap of faith deist position, where the leap actually is grounded in rationality. I know it sounds bizarre, but it's actually grounded in rationality. I don't think it's an illogical leap to make, bearing in mind all the circumstances. So that's my position. Please get back to me with comments on this. It's actually truly a fascinating subject, and I'd love to hear your opinions. Keep well.